I decided since I'm out here, I'm going to go ahead and check my other hive just real quick. I'm not going to do a full inspection, but I'm going to look in there and just make sure that they too are doing okay. You can see in the image I have four what we call deeps, but they're really medium brood boxes. When we came out of winter, and you can check my videos if you want, but when we came out of winter, one of the things that we got was two really pretty strong hives coming out of winter. And um, this hive was the weaker of the two, and now it's definitely the stronger. And when I had my laying worker last week, each of these boxes had three on top of, on them. There were three deeps because we had such strong population. We were trying to do some swarm prevention, and that didn't work. So what I did last week was I consolidated that hive down to two boxes, and I just put the middle box, or the upper box here, leaving their bees up here from this hive. This was the one that used to be here. I put this in the middle and put them up here, assuming that it would draw them down in between. And in between, there's a lot of drawn comb, and there's already capped honey. And so I'm just going to check and see what we have going on here. Make sure that they're doing what I want them to do. But this hive is already population-wise, I mean, it's probably a month ahead of that hive over there. A trick that I'm going to run into is this is already getting really heavy. And even though I'm a fairly capable physically person, I get now why people use the smaller supers. This box is probably getting upwards of 70 pounds, if not more. And I'm gonna take and just put it here, and then I'll weigh it. Wow. I mean, this hive is just a monster now. All these frames are full. I could harvest this almost right now. Easily. I could almost harvest that right now. I'm gonna let them keep going. I want to see what they're doing on this box. This is the box I'm most interested in. Now, this box also had a bunch of drone brood from that hive over there from my laying worker, and I think they will have removed or destroyed most of that. But they should be treating this almost like a super now, and yeah, that's exactly what's happened. Is they've started to tear down a lot of those drone brood and such. This frame has nectar. I mean, they're on a little bit of a nectar flow here for sure. And anybody who follows that I'm trying to catch a swarm out front, a little quick update on that note. The other night, after I installed my new queen, I went out and checked my hive, my swarm hive, and I had probably, I don't know, at 5 o'clock at night, I had probably 200-300 bees on the front of both of my hives. They were coming in and out, and if you read a little bit about honeybee democracy, that's a really good indicator of a swarm is imminent, and it means that you've been down selected. And what I understand about swarming, and mind you, I am no expert, I just am watching a ton on this topic, is that the democracy is the swarm scout bees will go find 2, 3, 4 locations individually, and that one scout bee that finds a location will only go back to that location, and the goal is to sell the rest of the hive on the strength of that location. And it's a really interesting process that again, is really outlined and capitalized on, or thoroughly analyzed, I should say, in the honeybee democracy story. See, this one they haven't even touched, and that's why I put this in between, because I was hoping to get these bees when they finished it to go down and start working this one, because I have open comb here, but they're starting to fill it. Anyway, I had 200-300 bees at my hive, and by honeybee democracy standards, that's a big deal. That means they've down selected us. I was for sure we were going to catch a swarm, as I have been twice already this year. And lo and behold, I went and looked the next morning and nothing. Yesterday, I looked again, and towards the end of the evening, I get 35, 40, 50 bees coming in and out, looking at my swarm trap, looking at my other hives. And I could see one or two, forager bees out looking and maybe just checking in. But that's not what I have. If you want to, the videos are on YouTube. Go look what I'm doing, and you'll see pretty quickly that it's a lot of bees. One time we thought we had actually caught a swarm, because I had hundreds of bees going in and out of my hive. Hundreds. Didn't get selected. And this is a hive. See, this hive's only 18 pounds right now. Significantly lighter than that one, I'll tell you that much. I think I'm just going to stop here, and I'm going to let them be. I looked at them last week. I know they're laying. I just wanted to see what they were doing with this box, and they're doing fine. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm just going to seal them back up and let them get back to work, because they're doing fine. I don't see any reason to have concern, and if they decided they wanted to swarm this late, I would be stunned. But they've got pretty good population. Oh my god! Oh my god! This one is heavy. Did I even weigh this? Shoot, I didn't see it. I can't see it because it's up so high. I can't remember now if I weighed it or not. Sorry. Holy smokes, that's heavy. Okay. Zero out. 27. That's 55 pounds. That's 55 pounds. And when full, it'll weigh maybe even closer to 80. We'll see. 60 to 80. So we're getting really close. And I could harvest this. And like I said, you're talking 50, 60 pounds of honey right there. Or, probably 40 pounds of honey. That's a lot. So we've already got honey we can harvest this year. I'm super excited. This hive is definitely, got my inner cover. This hive has definitely surpassed that one now. I do not expect them to have swarm tendencies. We've got plenty of space. They can grow into it. They have good population right now, and they're foraging like crazy. So that's that hive.